Yo.
Tetrafolium is joining me after all, apparently.
Yeah, I figure I've got a little bit of time, so might as well dedicate it to what I love, which is Zets. I love Zets.
Thanks, Tetra. Much love to you too, brother. You should know, I hit the go live button about 20 seconds ago, so your timing could not have been more impeccable.
I mean, you know me, I'm really good at timing, I guess.
Have you played this week? Have you played Rev and or Mushy this week?
I have played Rev, yes.
You win that shit?
Yeah, I mean, weren't you there?
I was probably there. It's been a week, man. It's been one of those weeks. You're 4-2?
That is right.
Congratulations.
That means that I'm guaranteed to have won more than I've lost, so I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah, I can't hate that. Fabulosaurus Pex with an incredible point. Got to invite the winner of the match onto the stream. I'm sure Butterfree would be willing. I've never spoken in VC with Mom's Dumptruck, though I would love to. We will extend the invitation one way or another. Believe me, folks.
I would be excited to hear what Mom's Dumptruck is all about, but I mean, of course, can't root against Butterfree.
And we have rounded out the commentary trio with Juke joining us as well. Juke, what's up?
Oh shit, you guys are already live. Yo, what's up, guys?
Yes, we've been live for about 3 minutes. Just building up a little bit of a chat here while we wait for the matches to begin in 7 to 8 minutes. Super stoked for this. Thanks for joining us. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I see you guys are looking at the Kaboom Endel game. I was sad to see Kaboom not click HP Fly once there at the end and go for his 1-in-16 win.
Oh, you know, I just kind of brought this up in terms of like getting the stream like situated with my scenes and everything, making sure that everything's lined up. I'll tell you, I didn't really watch this. I saw the ending. I saw Kaboom say crazy after missing a rock slide, but it looked like that was probably not going to kill Milo from full anyway. So maybe rock slide flinch into HP Fly is a kill. Who knows?
It probably is. Yeah, I think you just go for the crit there. That's the only chance you win at that point.
Yeah, I guess rock slide could do is around like 40 HP. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong set. Dragon Dance. Oh yeah. Flinch into crit definitely gets there, but could not land the rock slide. What are you gonna do? Unfortunate.
Out of curiosity, is it easier for you if we just watch your stream as opposed to watching the game on the browser?
I would recommend you watch my screen share, if that's okay. Is it too small?
That's fine. No, that's fine. No, you're good.
No, we're fine, yeah.
Because they're going to be on Smog Tours, but if you guys are watching on Smog Tours, it's pretty easy to get desynced. We might be reacting to, it might even be the same turn, but even if I'm like a quarter of a second ahead of you, it's just not as good of an experience.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, everybody who's joined thus far, thanks for hanging with us. This has been a hype set. We've been looking forward to this. Butterfree making it farther than a lot of people would have supposed he might have. He's been the subject of much criticism concerning his teams and team building and ideas surrounding the tier, but he's kind of been on the up and up. You know, he's hanging out in the 1500s more often as time goes on the ladder. He's got a shot to do better than I did in Rev. If he wins this, then he will be locked in at least 4-2. Real ones know I was eliminated earlier today. So shouts to whoever the winner of this set is. They will have surpassed me, just as Tetrafolium has. And Tetra's been a really nice guy about it, because I think he can tell that I'm a little sad. So shouts to Tetra as well.
Hey man, I'm not going to kick you while you're down. I'd rather kick you while you're up.
Yeah. I'll be up again, and the shit talking will commence, and I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, I've been saying this for a few days. I've been kind of looking forward to being out because I just need like a break. It's just been all the competing, like 2 matches a week, like with Rev and also Mushy, and like trying to like do right by my team, not wanting to let my team down and stuff. It's just a lot. I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of a break now that I can just focus on Mushy for like 2 more weeks, and then maybe just ladder at my own pace, sort of thing.
Yeah, I get that. I think this week I'm actually just gonna like load some BS that I've never used before and not try that hard, and maybe even throw the games.
You didn't just say that.
With his captain on the call. Love that.
You're good, dude. We're back in form. We decided to take week 3 off apparently for some reason. We're firing again.
Well, you guys decided to take week 3 off. I did my job.
Tetris saved us from getting swept last week. The week was already decided, but he avenged our honor on Sunday evening, so we didn't go winless.
That's
Thank you,
beautiful.
Tetris.
Well, because I was afraid that Eternally Wandering would skin me alive if I didn't win.
Dude, Caxi's a sweetheart. He wouldn't do that.
That's funny. Buzzed in the chat. When is Butterfree? It's in like 4 minutes. They should be starting right around 7. It's going to be on Smog Tours. A Gen 2 ZU battle has begun as well. We're here for that. Until then.
Oh, nice. Ariados and Grimer in the same tier? It's kind of crazy.
Can I be honest? I selected Sonic Advance soundtrack from 2001. Played that game as a kid, and it's not exactly blowing me away right now. So I think we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot to relaxing Dreamcast / GameCube Sonic music, and I think that'll get us to where we gotta go.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably fine.
If we have a few minutes, I will be right back. I'm going to grab my glasses.
Yeah. You should have a few minutes. No more, no less. Lead Ariados with Spiderweb and Baton Pass. What a Pokemon. Tetra, if you ever were to like start like taking another tier or another format seriously, like what's like on your back burner? Like, yeah, if I ever get bored of Gen 3 OU, I'll probably do this next. Do you have one in mind?
I've thought about that before. The 3 ideas that seem most appealing to me right now would be to revisit Gen 8, or possibly revisit Gen 6, or for the first time try Gen 5.
Gen 5
I don't have
is
a very
interesting.
strong desire to do any of the other tiers, to be honest.
I do like the idea of Weather Wars in Gen 5. That's
I just
intriguing to
like the idea of running weird stall teams in Gen 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like you. I tried running a Nexhawk kind of build in Mushy, and it didn't work at all. Not even a little bit. I ran it into what even happened? I was up against Dancing of Hearts, and dude, I don't even want to relive it. I tried to be Nexhawk, and there's only one Nexhawk. Shout out to the GOAT.
Yeah, he's very good at what he does, which is getting banned from Smogon. I mean, is playing stall teams.
At Genexus, why the fuck would you use that team, Zets? It's easy to say that, given this outcome, but had I played against like some other team, had a few more things gone my way, if I won, people would be calling me a genius and calling Nexhawk like the greatest. So I feel like we're being a little results oriented here.
I think I agree with you, actually. The Taunt physical Gira set would be getting the same flame if it lost.
Yeah. And to no one's credit, because I made the wrong play, I should just be going Mence turn 1 against Gera rather than Umbreon. I was like, I'm going to go Umbreon. I'm like representing Toxic. He's going to get the hell out of the way. Or if he stays, I'm gonna charm his ass. And I was like, oh, fuck, Taunt. Yeah, Taunt's a thing. Fuck. And, yeah, I just got owned all day. I played 4 matches, lost all 4. None of them were that close. And it was just one of those days where I kind of knew going in that was probably what was going to happen. What are you going to do? It was the Yama Umbreon team. Anyway, enough about me. Here we go. Speaking of Hariyama, Moonman38, shout-outs to a Zets Cord homie.
Riffy is not looking to get the fans on his side with the Yama lead.
I don't know. I think that Hariyama's a crowd pleaser with the Not with the how do I want to say this in a nice way?
Damn.
The
I
good
mean, I like
players
this.
don't like Yama. That's what I'm gonna say.
Shout outs to some good sportsmanship here in the chat between both of these competitors. And Mom's Dump Truck brings
What?
Butterfree game 1. What a legend, dude. Hell fucking yeah, brother.
Please be choice banned.
You love to see
It's
that.
probably a good. It's probably a good knock absorber. It likely doesn't have an item. They typically run thief.
Yeah, honestly, I don't hate that at all. And even if you do have an item, I mean, it's Butterfree, and losing leftovers on Butterfree can't be as bad as losing it on a better Pokemon.
Beat
Yeah,
the
Jumpy
leftovers
kinda
and get the hell out of here.
Kind of put it right when he just said Yama. Period. I agree.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
eat the Yama.
somewhat Rain Dance.
That makes sense.
Damn, nobody gets the lefties. I guess you guys can't play nice.
Yeah. Well, that's cool that so now yeah, neither
that
mon
sucks.
has lefties. We've given this Yama guts, and we're simply thiefing. We're just sacrificing the Butterfree. It's done what it needs to do, apparently. Incredible point from Jonald. A
Whoa.
Butterfree will win this game. This is fucking crazy.
Hold on. Mom's Dump Truck came with some heat.
Dude, there's like a different Mon shouting out like a different member of Zet's Chord. Like Flanky's here. Who else do we think is going to be in the bag? Zet's Tetra and Z Panther as the Doug. Hard switching into Blissey. Can it get
This
this
is
kill?
bulky dog. The game might just be over. I feel like Yama teams minus Blissey typically will just fold to Rain.
I think you're the middle height Doug trio in the truffle.
Who's the tall one then?
It's got to be me.
Oh, it doesn't live Ice
Oh,
Beam.
It's not bulky. Interesting.
Okay. Edia data expunged with the bug representation. Double bug. This is bug spam for Mom's Dump Truck, by the way.
Oh no. Rough matchup for the Butterfree Rain team.
Yeah, Mence is here. We got to get the heck out of Dodge and dodge a burn, which we do.
No arrow tax this time.
Yama can just come in on represented rock move. And how do you deal with the Yama now? What? Oh,
I was about to say that was not CB damage.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. It's Lychee arrow just clicking buttons, and it will fall. The Blissey's at 48. It'll come up to 54. Yeah. Hydro Pump crit though. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yo,
Flanky.
That was for Flanky.
He had a
Like,
Vaporeon.
oh.
He had a Vaporeon in the back and chanced that.
That's insane, by the way. Why wouldn't you just go
That is
vape?
crazy.
That
This
was
is next
questionable.
stream, by the way, by Butterfree.
Okay, well,
I assume Butterfree forgot that because the Yama died to Toxic and not to an attack, the Bliss didn't get lefties. If the Bliss had got lefties, it would have been out of Hydra range.
you think it would have been out of crit range?
It wouldn't have been out of crit range. The crit would have killed either way. I think the unboosted did like 46 or something, I think.
Out of rain, it's saying... Shit, I'm looking at Calc Dex here.
No, you can just scroll up. It happened earlier in the game.
We'll take a look.
Yeah,
at
we'll worry
when
about that later.
Okay, so Flanky goes down. Okay.
If Lasmon is Coon or Wax, like you
it's
sometimes
Kingdra,
see,
it's double, but you're up against Vaporeon.
you need sub.
you have
on
HP
Kingdra.
Elec, but yeah, you're just gonna get stalled. You need like crit doesn't even like really do much. And quad resisted surf in the rain is you don't have
they're
lefties
not-
either. It looks like Lum.
Yeah, it's the rough thing with running Kingdra.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can Swords Dance again. There's still a whole Mence though. Okay, we're sub.
If you get-
It could be reversal Heracross. That could probably find a way to win.
It's down to 8% though. Oh, Roar Vape. Okay.
Oh yeah. There is no out.
Yeah, you're gonna get intimed by the Mence, and you're not gonna be able to break through.
Okay, not to like ghost for Butterfree here, but I feel like Vaporeon can just beat the last two on its own.
Well, you never know. You never know with these gamers what could happen.
You see the HP Electric full para?
We're just bringing in Claydol. Okay, so now he can explode if he wants. Yeah, that lives Hydro Pump.
Nice.
And I think you go Mence
for
immediately
sure.
to get the Intim.
Reversal crit maybe wins.
Does reversal
feel like you have
crit
to-
like even kill? Because you didn't get to go down to 1%.
You have to crit, I think, more than
Oh,
one.
he could get
Pokemon
flinch
here.
outs. There's one, but still, I mean, there's a whole Scar. The Skarmory is asleep. The Vape is way too healthy as well. And there it is.
There we go.
By the way, the Kingdra was Nexhawk. I didn't even notice that in the moment, but holy moly.
That was a really, really cool team that had a lot of lore with it, but I mean,
It was dope as shit.
in,
I have so
in the
much
words
respect.
of perhaps in the words of Mielke, that you loaded unviable.
You loaded Rain Heracross into Vaporeon Blissey Salamence. Like, what are you supposed to do? That
Yeah.
was like a
Yeah.
9-1 matchup.
And we still crit through the Blissey, and it wasn't enough. Thank God for Butterfree that he brought this Vaporeon, because without that, I don't think there would have been anything left to stop the Kingdra in the back.
Mm-hmm. You know what, actually? If that Kingdra was instead Thunder Raikou, paying even more homage to Flanky, we
Yeah.
probably won this as Mom's Dumptruck.
You can't like half-ass Flanky. You got to go full Flanky or none at all, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I
Rain
mean, this
Dance
seems
arrow
like a team
was
that
illegal as fuck as well. By the way.
I don't hate that. I mean,
I actually like the Butterfree team as well. I don't love Yama in general, but like, I think the rest of the team is conceptually solid.
well, that's probably because Nexhawk built that team.
Is this
that
a
would explain
Nexhawk
it.
team?
Yeah, so I anticipate that Butterfree got that team from my channel, and I got that team from Nexhawk.
Benji, what's up? Welcome. Benji, I brought your Yama team today, and I did not do well with it.
Shenron,
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
there's a very flowcharty way that you have to play with that team. And if you don't do the flowchart, you lose, which I've found out the hard way a lot of times on ladder.
Game 2 has begun. Butterfree with Mence into Isabella Mercedes? Is that like an actor?
Merked? I don't know what that is.
Isabella Merckx is crazy.
Yeah, Forte, this is game 2. If you're just joining us, Butterfree is now 1 game away from eliminating Mom's Dumptruck and moving on to 4-2 into round 7 of ADV Revival 3.
I wonder if we're gonna see Super Mom from Mom's Dumptruck, which is a I guess
Oh, the turn
it's-
1 Dragon Dance.
That's
okay.
bold. Yeah, you got to get out of dodge now. And Shedinja showing up. That would have been scary if it was a toxic click. That very well could have just been toxic. But we've brought our Shedinja offense. Mom's Dumptruck, the fuck does this do? Oh, we bring
Good
sand
call.
in. Yeah, of course.
Doubles out against the sand.
Yeah,
Smart.
of course
Yeah.
you got rain support, and Butterfree counter picking with his own Shedinja rain team. Interesting.
I wonder if that Shedinja had Baton Pass, and if it did, I feel like that would have not been a terrible click there.
If this is like a Classico style structure for Mom's Dumptruck, those are typically really weak terrain.
Oh, stays in to rock slide the Kingdra. Okay. Okay,
And
go
nobody
Suicune,
likes
sure.
leftovers on Kingdra.
You have a whole ass Suicune. Not all Kingdra will run HP Elec or Grass. Or do they? Do they all run Grass? I guess they all. No, it was Elec. It's electric coverage.
Usually you only do a Elec if there's like Gira in the scout.
Yeah. I
They both
haven't
work
known
more or less
Mom's
the same.
Dumptruck to bring Gara, but I myself ran into a Gara that owned my entire family just moments ago, so I don't blame anybody for always being on your guard.
Would have been a big day for HP Electric Yama.
Green or white smoke. This is the Butterfree team. This is the one he feels most confident in. Yeah, this is like his Classico, except he actually built this shit.
What's the rest of it?
I don't know.
I know what the name of the team is, though. If you want to like scour the forums to try to figure it out.
I think I don't think I'm gonna be doing that.
What is it like Shedinja's Lament or some shit? He has
Shedinja's Esoteric Ascent.
That's it. Thank you.
And
so sorry.
It sounds like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's explained to me why he's named the team this way, and it kind of makes sense to me.
Who up ascending their Shedinja? Okay. Suicune is here. I would be worried about a boom here. The Suicune could be your best and maybe one of your only answers to that Kingdra.
So then who are you going if your mom's Dumptruck here?
I don't know the team. I have no idea what this team is. I don't think I've seen it from him. Oh, stays to Hydro Pump. And it's just an Earthquake from Butterfree.
Mm.
Now, Ice Beam, I think, would get there pretty cleanly from this range. And there's a Gara. It's Butterfree with the Gyarados this time.
That's not surprising to me.
The shiny Gyarados has arrived. Shouts to Pokemon Silver and Gold for the Game Boy Color home entertainment console.
All right, I'm intrigued what the last is going to be on this.
I mean, I'm not going to bet any money on it, but I think the last for Butterfree might be Fortress.
Oh, I hope
Based
it's
on-
not.
Based
You have
on
a score here,
his
but-
viability rankings.
Mence. It's HP Rock
Oh, it's HP
Gyarados. Maybe Jolly to outrun Arrow.
I could see that.
It's a pretty good game for HP Rock.
Hex calling out that last for Butterfree is Raikou. And I could kind of see Raikou going absolutely in here. Oh my god, Butterfree stays in to get a DD.
That's an insane DD.
That was
Oh my
wild.
God.
You just dropped
Well,
to
you
a
know
rock
what?
slide, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's choice band.
Yeah, Mom's Dumptruck is going to get out of there. HP Rock doing absolute peanuts to the Swampert, unsurprisingly.
Mm-hmm. Switch back to Mence. Very nice.
Oh, double immense on Taunt. Okay.
I think the HP Rock kills now, didn't? How much did the -1 do earlier? Didn't it do like that much?
It did
It's a little hard to see
39,
the
so the
exact
Mence
res-
would die after
Okay.
Sand.
Probably not worth sacrificing it.
We're going to save
I
it
guess
for
there's
later.
a chance of it anyway.
Dumptruck with no lefties on the T-Tar. I think you really need to keep this around to reset Rain and or reset Sand for this Shedinja. Is it too early to be thinking about like Shedinja endgames? If like Sand is clear, there's no spikes here. Like
Yeah, if you lose the Tar, I mean, Zapdos, Swampert, Suicune are all unlikely to have a move that hits Shedinja.
Toxic is the only out, but often runs Lum, right? Or Choice Band.
I
Who the
don't
fuck
know.
knows?
Shedinja does not often do anything.
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, Lum is probably its best item, but I would not be shocked if Butterfree's running Choice Band on this Shedinja.
Yeah, one would make sense.
Yeah, so I wanted to see what happened. So we had the T-Tar and switched it out, intimidated the Claydol. Double the T-Tar back in on Psychic.
I'm not sure what
Though
Mom's
Claydol's
Dumptruck
getting
is afraid.
leftovers now.
Oh,
If
it's
it is
Lum.
CD
It's Lum
Mence,
DD.
why?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, and you could just get a second
Oh.
DD right now, and there's nothing. Just going for double edge though. Why would you not take your second DD there?
Yeah, that was a free second DD.
I mean, you have to deal with Mence and Tim's. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh, it's double in Tim actually, of course, with the Mence and the Gara and the.
A second rock
Oh,
slide
man.
dodge.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's so bad for Mom. For Dump.
So I guess the
this
question is now: do you attack? I mean, you're faster, but do you want to lose the Tyranitar in this matchup?
There it is. Oh, the flinch is
Oh,
humongous. Oh my gosh.
We'll call that justice.
Yeah, that was
is
definitely
just-
deserved.
That was supposed to happen. Yeah, you take the kill on the Gara, one less in Tim Mon to deal with. But now you're at -2. And again, how important is this Sand? I would think that you gotta keep this alive. Yeah, we simply go.
Physical
Swampert.
Mence.
Yeah, we've seen Dragon Dance and nothing else from the Mence up to this point.
I think really at this point, if it is Ku last, the question is just if Ku is going to win. Maybe with rain after that.
Hidden Power Flying doing a lot of goddamn damage. That's the last Intimidate Pokemon. I mean, the T-Tar is damn low. It's not going to be able to take anything from a Kingdra. There's a Rain Dance. Kingdra lives that. And, okay, the Zapdos is full health. If you dodge a freeze, it can come in and revenge the Kingdra. We're setting Sand back up with the T-Tar and sacking it. Okay, so you need something faster than the Kingdra. It has to be faster. Oh, also, it's dead to Sand this very turn. There it goes. Perhaps no more rain. Here is the Raikou. Is it going to be enough for Butterfree? And what could Dumptruck's last be as well is another huge question.
I'm not sure what I would expect to last on this. Would be a Metagross?
I was thinking meta.
After that game 1 bring from Mom's Dumptruck, though, I have no idea what to expect from him.
I think that was the throwaway game.
game.
This is like, okay, let me actually play some Pokemon and try to force a game 3. This is tough.
But that's so spooky to do, because I feel like, you know...
Buzzed is predicting should Ninja last for Mom's Dumptruck. Possible. Possible.
If you have Roar here, do you click it to kill the Shedinja? But then you can't Roar anymore. It is meta last. And that should easily be able to do this.
I don't know. There's always
Sometimes
para outs.
if it's Modest Q, it might two-shot.
That would be crazy. Yeah, okay. If this is this, who knows? If it's CB meta, then apparently there could be like around a 70% chance for a modest Thunderbolt to 2-hit KO. So speculation in the chat, people suspecting, Purple Socks included, that this meta might be unable to take 2 Thunderbolts. There's a para. Is it lefties? The full para is crazy.
Lord.
It is lefties, though. It is
Oh
lefties.
my
You have another shot to break the sub, which
You guys see him. I think you just see him
you,
here.
you see him right now.
Actually, do you see him here? Probably.
Is if there's a roll to kill, do you take the roll to kill?
No, I think if you CM and you play for another full para, then you super duper win.
Oh my God! Butterfree did sits.
Second
That could be
CM is just
game.
gonna win.
I think
Unless
that's,
it's not. Unless it's
That-
ice. Or
If
sorry,
it's
unless it's
ice, but the-
yeah, if it's ice, it might. Actually, but you probably died at 2 anyway.
I think you definitely die to 2. It is ice. That you're not gonna die to 2. The Swampert's gonna
needed
let
the
these
sec-
out of range.
All right, we're gonna see a crit.
Oh my gosh! And Mom's Dumptruck brings it back. The Raikou didn't have the perfect coverage, and we will see a game 3. Holy fuck!
That
I
just
assume
goes
the
to
fans
show
wanted
how
a game
crazy
3.
Raikou is.
I thought that Raikou was going to the moon. 2 full paras, and it still wasn't enough in the end. No way, bro.
Makes me wonder if the second CM would have been the play, and then you still have 2 more subs worth of HP to fish for a second full para, even if the meta attacks. I'm not sure,
I see
though.
what you're saying. Like, just keep CMing until they break the sub again until they para again, and then like just farm as many CMs as you can. Maybe that would have been
You need to kill the meta with a sub up, otherwise you're never killing the perk because you're not one-shotting it.
right.
And you needed to be a +2 to 2 shot, so I think that was probably the out.
Yeah.
Or maybe he looked at the calc and the ranges were favorable. It's hard to say.
Buzz27, Ice Raikou on this team is insane grief, not gonna lie. I guess you do have Ice Beam on the Kingdra. Maybe it was it Grass revealed on, no, it was HP Electric on the Kingdra. I guess your hidden power coverage is spread pretty thin because there's a goddamn Shedinja on the fucking squad.
I mean, I think I do agree with you, Buzzed, but like, is that making the top 10 issues of you're fixing on this team?
We're asking the important questions. We will be jumping into game 3 any moment now, folks. Stick with us.
I will say, he made it way closer than I thought he would. It's impressive. We almost ascended.
I believe we have about
We almost
35
ascended.
people in the chat right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. There will be more coverage on the channel. Sub if you haven't. Like the stream as well. Let's get some more people in here for what is bound to be an epic game 3. An elimination game. Loser goes home forever. is permanently eliminated from ADV Revival 3. The winner will have a chance to continue playing on. Ryan Keithley is gay. Hell yeah, brother.
Glad you're here, Ryan.
Yeah, shout outs to Ryan. Very
Shout outs to
brave
Ryan
and
Keithley, bro.
both of you.
How do you even, as either player, how do you even approach what you're bringing, what you're expecting the other person to bring?
If I'm Mom's dump truck, I'm gonna load whatever team that I've had ladder success with that I'm most comfortable playing. If
Yeah.
I'm Butterfree, I don't know. Butterfree's mind is an enigma.
It is.
Game 3 like this, I think I'm definitely loading Comfort.
We haven't seen
We have to see Supermom.
Supermom.
It
That's what I was
has
going to say. We have to see
What
Supermom.
what is Supermom?
It's
It's-
basically a Superman team that has Articuno on it.
Okay, I would love to see some Articuno.
Yeah, it's like a Superman sample team that Mom's Dumptruck edited. They talked a little bit about the lore in the Zets Cord pretty recently, about which Pokemon they took out, like what they ran into that like tilted them. They're like, all right, I'm putting a fucking Articuno on this ish, and they got to a pretty high ladder position. I don't know if they got to top 2. They got really damn high. And I was running into them all the time when I was like in the mid to high like 1600s. I was running Classico into their freaking Defrachi, Heal Bell Articuno bullshit that like it's really it's not a fun matchup. It's a really goddamn annoying fucking matchup. And we were like we had a little spree where like he was like a little bit of a demon for me. We were playing, I think he was winning like 60% of the matches. And I was like, fuck you, Mom's Dunk Truck. But then he joined my Discord and we're cool now. We don't have any beef. We squashed it.
Dude, we love a little ladder rivalry. Makes the game worth playing.
It does.
My claim to fame is the first time that I loaded an Articuno team against Mom's dump truck. I beat them.
That's actually kind of
pretty
legendary. Corvinus saying, Butterfree will bring another pre-built. I love how the only time people say pre-built is in the context of Butterfree because that's a term that basically only he uses.
I mean, pre-built kind of... Like, there are sample teams, and there are teams that other players have built that are not sample teams. And
Yeah.
if you want to get both of those together, pre-built is probably the best term for it.
It's not a bad term.
Swag tile offense? Yes, sir. We should see that.
If they haven't started game 3 yet, he might be building something right now.
That'd be
No
dope
way
as
he's
hell.
in the builder right now.
Game 3 has begun. Lead
Okay.
Scarm. Oh, this could be Supermom.
Well, if it is, I think he swapped the Pokemon around because I'm pretty sure it's lead Tar on that team.
You could be right. It is, yeah. I think there's iterations, but it is typically lead Tar. I've begun a poll, folks. Vote for who you think is going to win this game 3 and thus the entire set.
Or just vote for the player who makes you feel happy.
Who are you rooting for? The poll is more like who do you think will win, but let me know in the chat who do you want to win and why.
Have you slept yet, Fahad?
Donald, I have my entire life saving on Butterfree.
John will bet the house
Oh.
on it.
That's dope. I just want to see. I want to see a fucking epic battle. Oh my god, Regi's dodging a fire blast. I mean, not that that's gonna do that much, but that could have done a chunk, like 38 to 45% or so. Butterfree already like talking himself into accepting a loss in the chat. This is admittedly low stakes. Worst cases, I go 3-3. No falsities were heard, but is that what you want? You know, your star player to be saying on turn 2 of the match that they're trying to win.
That was a really nice double back to Skarmory. And also, yeah, that worries me. That's the kind of mindset where you've already lost.
Yeah, don't. I would not go into a game thinking that unless I'm in a bad place.
Oh,
Then I can't
Thunder
help it.
Wave from Butterfree, trying to maybe paralyze a spin blocker. And just not going to spin. Just getting out of the way of Regis not wanting to take a Thunderbolt in order to spin. Non-CB damage. But that was so weak. I mean, that could be mixed.
It could be.
I would hope so for Butterfree. It could just be like a
Oh,
more defensive
Oh,
vested meta.
oh my god. And Mom's Dump Truck just revealed like the 4th and 5th Pokemon in 2 turns. Lefties on the tar. Would you expect a spin blocker if all you know is lead Scarm Regice?
I typically would think spin blocker on a team that leads Scarm like this. I would think like maybe something like a Jolt Spike style team.
That's a big chunk. And yeah, here's the Butterfree team. This is non-viable. This is a pre-built for sure. Anybody recognize this?
I do not. I'm glad it's a Blissey last. I was worried it wasn't, and Regice would have been really scary.
Redless saying last four are Doll, Coon, Meta, Gar, if I recall correctly.
Okay, Redless. It's kind of impressive if you're right.
Yeah, put a pin in that one. Mom's Dumptruck with about 2/3 of all of the votes. Craziness.
That's when Mom's Dumptruck is going to reveal Cloister, and your whole life is going to come into question.
If it's a... What were the four that he said? Let me see.
Nicole Kidman has arrived.
He did not say tar.
I think Redless was talking about Dumptruck.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if...
Dumptruck...
Okay, yeah, you might be right then. I was thinking that Tara was going to look like an issue for Butterfree's team.
Is this
I guess
ever
it makes
taunt?
Sense.
If it's taunt, you have to run Toxic or Peck, right?
Taunt,
you can't be
taunt,
or protect.
Taunt protect isn't a thing.
I feel like we're going to learn a lot this turn. Unless they both just like say fuck it and like spike up. To me, that would tell me that Dumptruck almost certainly has a spin blocker if you're willing to just like trade spikes here. Knowing that there's a revealed like Def Me right here.
If you have Gar, I think you trade here. I think you trade layers, if so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if that prediction is correct that we have Doll and Gar.
There's the layers. What does Dumptruck do as the third layer goes up? Go right to Claydol. There's no spin blocker, so I don't know if I love this for Butterfree. Do you get a Toxic off on the Claydol at least? You do. Could be Refresh
This isn't
Doll.
great.
And Demimore the Gengar comes in. This is always Dumptruck's nickname for Gengar. On Super Mom, I'm pretty sure it is a Demimore as well.
Did Tar show its set for Butterfree? Is it suit?
Focus
Is it
punch.
physical? It's physical.
Yeah, it looks
if
like
it's taunt,
Tar.
if it's taunt Gar, that's going to be a real issue now.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
nice
what a
double.
double! Yeah. Oh, going for Rock Slide, trying to
not
catch
so nice.
Butterfree going elsewhere, and there goes most of the Metagross's health. Wow.
I guess at the very least you can rip the punch right now.
Could mash here, sure.
That's what I meant by that, by the way. Not focus punch on Tyranitar.
Flinch for Mom's Dumptruck. There's another one.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Those are really meaningful, especially all that health you're getting back on the meta.
Yeah, this is huge. And Butterfree goes for second spike. Like, again, with no spin blocker, like, do you ever just roar the meta out to stop it from
I think
healing?
I roared there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, you roar the Claydol. That's like the worst case scenario. I mean, it is toxic. You can sit on it. You can heal your own Scarm. I might have spiked there. I think I
I spiked there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, explosion! Wow. And that's it. No more spikes for Butterfree.
That's a good call. You don't really need the second rock resist either against this Butterfree team.
Wow. That might have been game winning. Yeah, Mixments is here. It's not DD.
Really scary.
This Metagross is
Metagross
paralyzed.
comes in on something that's faster. You're threatening that punch, and who wants to switch into that?
With the 3 layers down too, every time the Blissey switches into either Gar or Regice, it's going to have to heal, and meta gets in for free, and nothing like switching into it anymore. The meta's paralyzed, so it's going to get outrun by...
You just have to go Death
Dumptruck's
like
meta.
right now. Okay, well at least here you can't be wisped, and like Mom needs to keep this healthy to spin block. Yeah, so you get out of the wave. Okay, nice attack raise. That's helpful. You're gonna
Yeah,
get.
I think you
got to
engineer the spin. Maybe hope you get it roared in and get some.
Dude, can you imagine if
Turns
Butterfree
right.
exploded that turn? Got bailed out. Probably would have exploded here if they were going to. Here's the Starmie. You can Thunderwave here. They can go Regice. Is there a world where you just simply spin? Yeah. And Mom's gonna get some Protect Chip. He'll scout what the click was, representing T-Wave. And here's the Regice. Another T-Wave. Spin could have been huge.
Wow. That's a really hard click to make. Hard to say that's a wrong move.
True. There's the spin. And you don't live a T-Bolt. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, that was really nice by Mom's Dumptruck, that sequence.
If you click right many times with this T-Tar, you still have to worry about the Gengar coming in, and there's an entire Suicune too. You have a Blissey. You have to worry about the meta doubling in though.
I think you're fine with the Blissey coming in because then you can just go to Skarm. Did we see the Blissey set yet? Is it T-Bolt?
I think it's CM.
It's CM, yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's not safe to go then.
And just CMing, like allowing the meta to come in. Yeah, now we've got to get out of dodge, go own meta, no attack raise. How over is this, Chad?
I mean, Butterfree has to get like something amazing to kill the Skarmory off.
Oh, okay. Boom, limit to 1 spike. We're just so behind though.
If I'm Mom's Dumptruck, I'm probably just gonna roar.
Okay. We're really running out of things that want to take a Meteor Mash. Tar can't take one. Does Mets Fire Blast get there?
I think he's going Coon regardless.
Oh, true. Yeah, this is tough. You have to deal with Metagross Explosion. Gengar could potentially have Explosion. I mean, Regice could have Explosion. This could just be boom spam to get to, like, Suicune last, and I don't think Butterfree has the resources to withstand that.
Yeah, it could be the case. This is like the worst men set possible for handling a Regice.
Yeah, you
like
need
Boom Spear.
Go for Brick Break. Yeah, you needed full para there. I think that was your only out.
All right, we're gonna see boom, 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 boom. Well, not that many, but
goes for Calm Mind. Yeah, I guess Butterfree playing to his outs, thinking you need to get full parrot. I need to get 1,000,000 Calm Minds. Mom's Dumptruck takes it, and we'll move on in the tournament. Butterfree out 3-3. Mom's Dumptruck moves on to 4-2. Nice set.
Man, you hate to see it for the people's champ.
Rest in peace, man. We lost 2 real ones today, bro. Genexus
went on his terms though, playing Shedinja.
Yeah, he brought Shedinja, and like kind of maybe almost won. I mean, it doesn't look like he almost won, but the Raikou like actually was close to just eviscerating the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, if that Swampert took 2% more damage, literally Raikou wins the game.
Yeah, nice one indeed. Let's see if Butterfree is down for a post-game interview.
We're gonna get Butterfree rather than Mom's Dumptruck.
Oh, my bad. Did I say Butterfree? I meant Mom's Dumptruck. Let me hit him with the DM real quick.
Butterfree jumped into voice regardless.
All right, I hit him with the DM. We'll see what he says, folks. Would love to bring him on. Butterfree is hanging out in Yap Central. I think Butterfree is hoping to share some words with us. Let's see.
I've watched enough Melee to know that when it comes to be doing the posted interviews, it's time for one of the commentators to hop off. So I'm gonna say goodnight.
All right,
thanks for having me, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep, right. Thanks for coming. And go Nperts.
Mom's Dumptruck has agreed to an interview. He said, give us a second. Let's pull in Butterfree in the meantime. How do I move his ass?
I think you just click on him and drag him.
We've done it. We're joined now by recently eliminated
a roll
r/Butterfree, and he is muted. I gotta give him the roll. 1 sec.
This is a professional production, everyone.
This is very professional. All right, I think you now should have the ability to... here, let's put him in there. Pull him back in here. There we go. There we go. r/Butterfree, welcome. It was a fun set, man. How do you feel?
I feel fine. It happens. Yeah. Hang on. I need to clear. Oh. I need to get. Oh, okay. Mom's Dumptruck already submitted the replays to Adam. That was the thing I was gonna suggest to him. And then, yeah. Yeah, as long as the replays are submitted, it's all good. As I mentioned to Mom's Dumptruck, the stakes are really low for me because Old Money 2, I went 2-2. 2 wins, 2 losses. One of my wins was an act win, but I still went even win-loss ratio. Here, I'm in more or less the same boat.
Yeah, man. 3-3, nothing to be ashamed of. You know, you hung in through more than half of all of Swiss, and that's something that can be built upon. Mom's Dumptruck is ready. I'm going to pull him in as well, and we're going to have a joint interview of sorts. Mom's Dumptruck, the winner, has joined us as well. Dumptruck, how do you feel?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. What's up, man?
We can.
Okay, hi, yeah. I feel good, dude. I mean, like, obviously it kind of sucks that I had to eliminate Butterfree, but at the same time, you know, like, I get to move on, and I'll, you know, Butterfree, if you're are you there? Is he here right
now?
I'm
here.
He's with us. He's right here.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just taking some breaths. I'll admit, I tried to lock in for game 2 in particular.
I had to extra lock. Sorry, go on.
I brought my best team, and then I brought a couple pre-builds. My best team on ladder being the Shedinja team. I should have brought it into Endel because it was my most comfortable ladder team by far. My ladder peak is 15-8x with that Shedinja team, and Blue's Energy told me I could make 1700s with it. So I'm willing to give it a whirl some more, but I'm kind of floundering in the 1400s. I will admit I've been dicking around with pre-builds a little too much, while also refining Excloisico 1 to adapt some of a Sprinkler pre-built I liked. But, yeah, I'm still getting the hang of things, I guess.
Yeah, you'll get there. I think it's pretty impressive that you managed to get 1500 with Shedinja, with all that sand running around. I will say that if you brought that team game 1, I think it would have been like a really easy win for you because there was no sand anyway. Yeah.
The game 1 team was insane. We actually have a question from the chat. Benji wants to know, for the Doug that you brought game 1, of course every Pokemon was named after Zet's Cord members. The Doug was 3 different people, those people being me, Tetra, and Z-Panther. And Benji wants to know who's who between all 3 of the Dougs.
You know what? I'll just say that the tallest one can be Z-Panther because he's the best one.
He is.
And then you and Tetra can fight. You and Tetra can fight it out amongst who gets to be the shortest.
All right, that's fair enough. I'll take that, and we will fight it out. We've already been planning on fighting it out. Actually, on behalf
of the right to call me dumb.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna build up a little bit more hype, but it is on the horizon.
Okay. Yeah, you can put the Doug Trio height as part of the stake for that one as well.
Wow, we're just putting everything on it, huh? No pressure.
By the way, I couldn't answer in the chat last time, but most people just call me Dumpy. So Dump is not too far off, but I don't like it because like it reminds me of toilets. So Dumpy is
right.
fine.
Dumpy does not evoke the same kind of toilet imagery whatsoever.
Well, it's a little more playful. So Dumpy or Dumptruck, usually those are the 2 that people usually call me. Mom was a new one. I couldn't believe you said that.
I mean, I try things out. We spitball on the stream. I might try it out again, so be on your guard because you are going to be moving on to round 7. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So was that the first time that you had seen Butterfree's Shedinja team? And what did you make of that game 2 that was so close towards the end?
Okay, so yeah, it was my first time seeing one. In fact, I don't think I've ever come across a Shedinja team on ladder. So that was two first. I was really frustrated, like not at Butterfree, but just at the game because my rock slides kept missing.
Right.
And then I was like, yeah, but I try not to let it get in my head too much because like you just start making bad decisions if you just keep thinking about it. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's just try and make some more stable plays. Try and get myself in a. I don't really remember what happened, to be honest. I do remember the end game with the Raikou, and just like thinking to myself, like, dude, if this thing has HP grass,
It's
I'm
over.
so cooked. Like, yeah, because my ment, it's supposed to have leftovers from the pre-built, but I gave it Lumberry because like I don't know if it's because I'm a bad player, but I just kept on switching it into like Toxics and Thunder Wave, and I was just getting frustrated.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, like, yeah, even if there's stand, like, as long as I get my ment in a position where it can get one DD up, it should be fine. But that game, it really costed me because, like if it was at full health, I would be a lot more comfortable switching it around with Raikou to
Right.
like be like, okay, if it's like HP ice, I can like sack it and I can bring in perk. But if it's just HP, like, like if it's just HP grass, like Thunderbolt just kills, right? So yeah, I was like kind of like, at that moment, I was like, dude, is this the one game that's gonna cost me for like switching out leftovers with Lumberry? But thankfully it was HP grass. So
Right.
thank you, Butterfree.
Yeah. I think a lot of us have been there where you take like a team somebody else built and you make one small change to it, and then somehow that change ends up having like a ripple effect on the entire game, and you just think, why didn't I just leave it
Yeah.
alone? I've had that happen to me as well.
Yeah, like a lot of these structures exist for a reason, and then it's like we as lower level players think like, oh, you know what, like I'm just gonna try something new. Maybe like I know better than the other guy. But no, I mean like they're there for a reason. So like yeah, that was kind of a relearning point for me.
And that's always the big question, Butterfree, on a lot of these offensive mon, when you're thinking, what coverage is it going to have? Is it going to have grass or ice? Looking at the structure, like the Kingdra has HP Elec. You have physical men, so no coverage there. You have a Shedinja, so we're kind of like lacking the ability to have like a lot of like ice and or you have Ice Beam on the Kingdra, presumably, right? But like, so
I do.
So walk us through, and just because it wasn't right for this exact scenario doesn't mean it's right or wrong in the builder, but talk to me about building that team and what led you to like having the ice rather than grass coverage on Raikou. Like, have you gone back and forth on that, or like are you confident in that? Because there were some people in the chat who like expected it to have grass. So what do you think about that?
I have played around with both. Swampert is usually laughed at by Shedinja itself or by Taunt DD Gyara if it's monopert.
Right.
So I have enough wiggle room. Flydon and Salamence have given me hell, such that I feel HP Ice is borderline compulsory on this Raikou, but you could get away with HP Grass on it if you were to play around with it. Corvinus has a version of this team that took the Shedinja out, and I recommended just putting Suicune in the slot just for irony. Maximum irony. But I also played around with HP Grass on Kingdra because Seldanami suggested it.
Yeah, I could see
And-
that. I mean, unless you're running into like literally exactly Gyara, then
Yeah.
the Elect isn't going to be doing all that much.
I will say Gyara can... A very well-played Gyara team can give me trouble, too.
Yeah, don't I know it? I got fucked by a taunt Gyara earlier today as well. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back to Mom's Dumptruck in a second. But Butterfree, you went 3-3, respectable placing in Rev 3. You're out.
Wait, something's off here. They logged my round 6 as me winning and Dumptruck losing? I
Right.
don't know what happened there.
We'll look into that. No, that's easily resolved. But because I wanna get the interview completed and get everybody back to their evening. For the sake of this, you are out. What's next for Butterfree? Are you going to be continuing to stream? Do you have any other like Pokemon related goals that fans of yours, of whom there were many in the chat by the way, should be on the lookout for?
I will grind out ladder. I'm probably gonna go back to non-Pokemon things. I did a job interview just a
nice.
couple days ago, so my schedule might be a little willy-nilly. So me
Right.
not advancing further in ADVR 3 is acceptable. That I was saying to Mom's Dumptruck, the stakes were so low because my win-loss record right now is perfectly balanced. It is 5-5 if I count for both this and Old Money 2. And 50%
Nice. Well, yeah,
win
there you
rate
go.
is good. As it's a thing I learned from League of Legends. Having 50% win rate or better is good.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, it's a hard game.
it's freaking difficult, man. But very cool to see you get this far. I think you went farther than a lot of people might have anticipated you to go, and I hope you feel good about your performance, man. Mom's Dumptruck, Dumpy, the Dumpster.
Hi.
You go by many names. We'll be excited to
I
watch
don't know
you
about that last one.
in round 7 and hopefully beyond. Any closing thoughts, comments, concerns, exclamations before we cut it?
No, I just hope everyone has fun watching. I tried to put on a show with that first game. I was debating bringing Supermom because it's kind of like one of my core identities, at least right now. But I was like, I've been like Supermom has had a really bad showing in the past few games of ADV Revival. I'm kind of more offense pilled at the moment, actually.
Let's go. There we go.
Yeah, playing around with different teams, it's like it actually feels nice to end a game in less than 40 turns. So I'm
For
and
sure.
I can't
yeah, just one little thing like that I really like about offense, and then like you said, we should close off the interview, but just one little thing which I like is that like I like that health is a lot more of a crucial resource that you have to manage, and like I like how you have to really think through like which Pokemon that you're gonna bring in, and like who can tank what, who should come into what. I really like that. Like I feel like you don't really get that as much in Stall because everyone can just recover their HP off. So like that's a playstyle that like ADV Revival has really helped me discover. And yeah, so like I'm just super excited to play more. I am still a little burned out. I mentioned that previously. So
True.
like, you know, if I lost my game against Butterfree, like if I lost my set against Butterfree, it honestly wouldn't have stung that much. Like I'd be like, yeah, man, good for you. You know, make a run. I'm
Right.
just gonna go back and like go back to my other hobby. But you know, since I won, like it wouldn't feel right to just like, you know, kind of play callously or casually when, you know, like Butterfree could have gone on a run.
Exactly.
So I guess I have no excuses now. Yeah, I have to keep trying.
You
So,
gotta win it for Butterfree
you'll see
Nation,
more.
man.
we'll see. Well, I'll try my best. I'm like 4-3 right now. It's hard. It's hard out here.
It's tough, man.
I will say, sorry.
No, yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
wanted to cut in. If ever you need me to homebrew a team, I will give it a whirl because I'm still practicing in the team builder.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I think right now for me, I'm kind of like not using homebrew teams at all, like including mine. The game one was an exception because it was just for fun. But right now, like, because I've been one-tricking for so long, I'm just trying to like find out like why the sample teams are built in the way they are, and like why like top players have like, you know, like, because it might not be immediately obvious when you see the sample team like at first glance, but like once you start playing in the, like, you know, once you start playing on ladder, it's like, oh, okay, I totally get why, you know, like Tyranitar has this amount of FedF investment now, like, you know, it's just to live this little niche hits that come up pretty often. So like like I'm not saying no to that Butterfree, but I think like right now, like I'm just kind of like sticking with sample teams.
Okay, you're all right by
Yeah.
me.
Sick.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
pretty
always.
simple.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tetra.
Oh, I was going to say that I think that it's a really important part of the progression cycle to use other people's teams, because there are a lot of really good team builders and a lot of really good teams have already been made. So being able to put those in your repertoire is going to help you as a builder and a player.
It's a great way to learn. Like, I can't tell you guys how many times using Classico I've like my Zapdos has lived on like exactly like 3 HP on something like pivotal that like helped me like not lose a game. And I'm just like, dude, H-Clat is like the freaking goat, bro. But Butterfree
was H-Clat? Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, H-Clat is the person who
yeah.
built Classico.
Okay, one last thing, just one last little
one last
thing. Because
thought.
Because he has such a abysmal record against Supermon, right? Like
right.
I'm kind of curious how H-Clat would pilot Classico against it, because I'm pretty sure he'll win like 9 times out of 10. But like, you know, like I'm just curious how he would play differently to get those wins.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, you have a winning record. I don't know that it's abysmal. But it's
sorry, I was just thinking that.
It's a pretty
No,
tough.
it's pretty bad.
Matchup.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty tough. I mean, the Defrachi with the Heal Bell Articuno forces me to get a lot of critical turns right, and if I don't, it's like not looking good. I won't lie. But Butterfree, Mom's Dumptruck, thank you guys. You guys put on a show. A lot of fun. I think we had like 30 to 40 people in here at some point watching you guys. And Dumpy, let me know when your next set is, if possible. We'd love to stream it and get another chat going to cheer you on. But thanks again to both of you guys, and I hope that everybody has a great rest of their night and a good weekend.
Thank you for having me. Good night. Good night. Is that Petra, Butterfree?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.